The CEO of Shopify has just said that one of the company's biggest assets, the App Store, is also its. A response that Shopify CEO and co-founder Tobiltke gave to an analyst's question during an earnings call Wednesday reflects one of the biggest challenges the company faces in balancing the needs of its merchants and the ambitions of its third-party developers. During the call, the OBC analyst Paul Treiber asked LTKE how Shopify decides which tech features it will develop internally and which to leave to the third-party partners building apps for its app store. Treiber referred to it as an age-old question for software platforms. LTKE paused briefly before responding, saying that he would attempt to answer the question without giving an essay on it. If most of the merchants need something most of the time, it goes into core, he said, referring to the features that merchants automatically get when they sign up for Shopify. As an example, he pointed to payment gateways, the technology that a merchant uses to accept credit or debit cards for purchases. Initially, Shopify allowed for many third-party payment gateways on the App Store, but after a while, it became clear what most merchants would need out of a payment gateway. So Shopify built one itself, and it now comes standard with a Shopify subscription. It's really case by case and a very, very complicated conversation involving assumptions about what the future looks like. LTKE, he said. That's a really, really big topic, but a fascinating one. Shopify has more than 7,000 apps in its App Store. Shopify's app ecosystem is a key strategic advantage for the e-commerce giant. As it says, it encourages developers to build better tools for merchants, who can theoretically then generate more sales and ultimately more revenue for Shopify. In June, Shopify announced it would eliminate its revenue share on the first $1 million that developers earn in the App Store in a year. After developers earn $1 million, they're charged 15%, a decrease from the previous rate of 20%. In Wednesday's earnings call, Harley Finkelstein, Shopify's president, said that the changes to the revenue share structure had made it even more enticing for developer partners to build on and for Shopify. He added that Shopify's third-party developers earned $411 million. In 2021, Shopify often describes this approach as arming the rebels or giving developers and merchants the tools to become better entrepreneurs and win the online sales fight. LTKE used the expression in a 2019 QA session on Twitter, saying, Amazon is trying to build an empire, and Shopify is trying to arm the rebels. But, as LTKE pointed out on the earnings call Wednesday, it can be tricky to navigate how to serve merchants with the best possible version of Shopify while also encouraging entrepreneurship in its third-party ecosystem. A viral Twitter thread on Wednesday, Moiz Ali, the founder of the deodorant brand Native, pointed out some of Shopify's product shortcomings. He said that Native was built on Shopify's platform and that he owns a significant amount of Shopify stock. Procter & Gamble bought Native for $100 million in 2017. Among the critiques he posted in his Twitter thread, Ali said Shopify has not yet built a product that would help merchants sell subscriptions, instead relying on popular apps like Recharge. The tweet sparked a discussion about how using Shopify to sell products often means that merchants must install a lot of apps, which can be clunky to operate simultaneously at times. The average merchant uses 6 apps to run their business, according to the company. LTKE himself responded to Ali's Twitter thread on Wednesday, saying good feedback. Thank you.